Alright fellas, welcome back. Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And we're back with some Technomancer. In the last video, we walked around, got some help. And looks like we gotta finish that quest off and talk to Denonu and see if he can help us out as well. So, hopefully he will. I don't see why he wouldn't, since we've been doing minor quests for him the whole entire game. So, but first, we are going to change some stuff out here. And I'm going to put on some better armor here. I'm going to leave my Technomancer stuff on, but I'm going to change the greaves and the boots that I got on just to make myself a little bit more defensive. Because I was getting my butt handed to me in the last video, so it probably shouldn't matter all that much, but we're going to just upgrade our stuff for just a tiny bit here. Well, not upgrade it, but wear some better equipment to offset the weaker damage reduction that the Technomancer stuff has. Okay, now that I got that on, I think April O'Neil is straight. I upgraded her stuff a little bit too. And let me check weapons, because I know the one mace that she has isn't the greatest, so. And I guess I could give her my old mace. This one here. Yeah, let me do that, because I think the one she has right now is like 32 or 34. And she also needs a better shield, so I can give her my old shield as well, so we can do that. Okay. April, got some stuff for you, baby girl. I want to change out her weapons and stuff, so this gonna get changed to this. And her shield, I'm gonna get a complete overhaul. And we could just break down the ones that she currently has, because it's not like I need to save it in my inventory, so. Although this is pretty good, but I can always upgrade another mace, so. Give me my components back. And, yeah, might as well check Andrew since I can't really get rid of him. I guess I could give him a better weapon too, but I have a feeling that once we get him his arm back, then maybe he'll become a Technomancer and we can just have him be, give him a badass staff or something. But we're going to worry about that for a future video, so for now, get out of my way. Let's go talk to Denonu. And might have, he might actually have to have us do something like, oh, I'll help you out, but I got this favor you have to do for me first. Let's see.
𝐸𝐤𝐤, what can I do for you?
I need allies to fight Victor in the ASC.
And so you come to me? Well, I'm sorry, 𝐸𝐤𝐤. Alliances of that magnitude must be built on trust. A trust you have not yet earned, I'm sorry to say. No offense taken, I hope, but this isn't for me. It's for the people of Noctis, for all the merchants across Mars. I can't frivolously put the well-being of all of them at risk. I wish you the best of luck, though, 𝐸𝐤𝐤.
Yep, thought so. All that work we did for you going down the drain. Okay. Yeah, I hope he won't need my help no more later on in the game, because guess what? I'm not giving it. Alright. Let's go back to the Mutant Valley here. And I guess we got to put together a plan or something to take down Victor and the ASC. But first, if I got all my peoples here, let me see if I can talk to Scott. Maybe now I can build Andrew's arm. I mean, because that's kind of either glitched or up in the air, because they won't let me do anything with that. So I know I had to give Scott the notes from his office, so
𝐸𝐤𝐤,
let me see if I can actually do that now.
good. Better than I.
What do you think of Andrew?
He looks like you. He has a lot of talent, It is too bad that he is bitter. He makes me think of your master. What was his name again? Ah, yes, Sean. It sounds like he's after the whole...
Alright, so he's just still saying the same stuff. Alright, let me try to talk to Andrew.
Hey. Hey back.
I mean, do I not have his charisma up or something?
Should have remembered you. Back when we were kids, the world just revolved around you.
Really? How so?
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about him.
I know it nearly killed you, but you were so gifted. While the rest of us worked, Technomancy just came so easy to you. It was amazing to watch.
The fact that it was easy is what cost me so much. The high I got from manipulating so much fluid was... well, you saw the result. If I talked for 1,000 years, I couldn't even touch the tip of the regret I have.
You can't blame anyone but our professors. They should have known better. How could you? They just got sucked into watching your power like the rest of us. It was hypnotic.
Too bad all that power isn't enough to let me go back in time and change it all. But I guess what's done is done.
Okay, so I guess that quest is up in the air, apparently. Let me pull up my quest log here. Because I could have swore, I got the notes and... find the Technomancer uniform. I did that. Do I gotta give it to him? Like, do I gotta have him wear a Technomancer uniform? Let me see something. Can I mark that one here? Okay, so now I guess if I see something, it'll show up. Let me do this, because I could have swore I have him decked out with Technomancer stuff. I mean, yeah, it's not an abundance Technomancer, but still. So we got him a jacket, pants, you know, boots. I mean, it's like, what else more do I need? I think we even got the helmet too, but I mean, I shouldn't need that just to... I don't know, but then again, maybe I do, so. Huh. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is maybe he needs what I have on. You know, maybe I gotta give him this and not the abundance one. Alright, let me try to take my stuff off here real quick. And just see if that makes a difference. No, that's not what I want. I shouldn't have to give him my gloves. And I'm not wearing the greaves or the boots of a Technomancer anyway, so... Okay, let me change his jacket out. And maybe it, you know, maybe that just makes a difference. I'm just seeing the difference between the stuff here. I like the chest plate of this one, but I like the electric coils in the arms of the normal Technomancer stuff. I might have to look up online to see what that does. Or not to see what it does, but to see if how to finish that quest, because maybe I have to go find a specific set or something. Let me just go back to the woman who runs the shop back here and just see if I can buy another set of armor for him. See if that makes a difference. Because maybe, you know, I have to buy a full set of armor for him.
The most exotic goods on the planet, all here.
Yeah, we got you. Armor. Do you have Technomancer stuff? Please say yes. Technomancer's jacket, here we go. Too bad he's wearing mine, so he already has the greaves. Let me see if she has Technomancer boots. Yes, she does. Okay, so far the game's not updating me, so I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, maybe I gotta find his specific uniform. Maybe that's what it is. Where I find that, I have no idea. Alright. If that's the case, I know in between videos I'll just have to read up about that and see where to find that specifically, so. Let me see. Mine was, I think it was like 16. Yeah, let me get my jacket back. Because at least mine is fully upgraded, so. Andrew, run that jacket, man. Okay. Okay, I guess let me head back to Mutant Valley and see what's up. Since I can't do nothing here, and I'm guessing the game is... just like I said in the last video, I really hope I'm not pushing the end of the game. Because it seems like I'm rallying all of my forces together, and it's like, I don't know if I want... if I want the game to end just yet. Oh, that's the team. That's not what I want. Went to the wrong thing. I want to travel. Okay. That's where I want to go. What is this back here? Oh, okay. So it's the actual quest. So I guess... guess we're going back to Ophir. Alright, looks like I might have been right about finding his specific outfit here. Looks like maybe we can knock this out then. Alright, I'm hoping... Let me see where I gotta go. Do I gotta go all the way back where I just came from? Yeah, looks like I probably do. Alright, fellas. Since this is a lot of running around, I'm just gonna pick it back up when we actually get to his uniform, if it gives us a cutscene. But if it doesn't, and let's say we get his stuff, I don't know if the next time we get a cutscene as far as his main storyline, that's where we're going to pick it back up. And, you know, so in a few minutes we should, and I'm going to run around and do all of this stuff off camera and then come back to where the next, I guess, part in this side quest is. So, because I know it's kind of boring just watching me go through and fight the same random enemies that I've been fighting for the past 2 videos. So we'll be right back. Alright, fellas, we finally got what we needed. We had to go all the way back to the Technomancer chapel. So I think what's supposed to happen is that you're supposed to get the next step of this quest when you have to go back and rescue the Technomancers, but since I did things out of order and I didn't mess around with Andrew until after the fact, that's why I had to come and go back, because it was like the only thing that was there, and it was just like in a random locker or something. So
I have the parts for the prosthesis.
Now I have the parts, but what will I do with them without a quiet place to work, Zachariah? I mean, honestly, am I a magician? No. Talk to me about it once we reach Noctis.
okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I have to go back to Noctis for him to actually work on it, even though we're not staying in Noctis, but that's where you're supposed to do the quest. So alright, let's go back there and let's see if we can finally get Andrew his arm and make him a Technomancer. Hopefully. Because that's what I'm hoping it does. I know I seen a trailer where he had him, but I'm just hoping this doesn't give him another arm just to hold like another weapon or something. That'd be extremely, or I would be extremely disappointed if that was the case. Alright.
Zachariah, you look good. Better than I. As if...
I brought you back what you asked for.
Oh, you found the ostrich egg cream.
No, but I found your notes on Technomancy, and I found a full kit. For Andrew, the prosthesis.
Ah, yes! The prosthesis. Give it to me. No. It shouldn't take me long. Roughly a few hours, just enough time to go through my notes. It would go even faster if you gave me a hand. You really didn't remember to bring me any cream. That's too bad.
Yeah, why not help?
Very well. I'll help you. Pass me the prosthesis.
You know, since I got like 100% in crafting,
Scott,
so.
Success?
Of course. These kits are rather easy to adapt to a prosthesis, and it's given me ideas. You see, we could produce prostheses with an electrical transmission system, even for non-technomancers. We would just have to...
May I?
Here.
I mean, I'd prefer if all those people weren't around.
Let's go to a quiet place. Hey, watch out!
Oh, you bought it? Don't worry, I've already messed you up enough.
You got me.
You know, not using Technomancy requires even more control, mastery. I'd completely forgotten this feeling of relaxation, peace.
Welcome back to your people, Andrew.
Well,
Thank you very much to both of you. It's so strange. I feel like I'm a new man.
You're welcome, my boy. Have fun.
well, you're no Winter Soldier, but, you know, I guess you'll do for now, till we can get, you know, get you a better looking bionic arm. I mean, you know, even what's his name from the $6 billion man had a, you know, a better looking arm than that. I mean, that's kind of all robotic with no wires or nothing. That just don't look right. Alright, so I'm guessing now that he's fully decked out, and since he has a staff weapon now, that he is a Technomancer. Let me go to his character here. I'm guessing. Alright, and looks like we can upgrade his weapon too, so I'm hoping he uses electricity in combat like I do. Huh. Okay, so I just now realized that actually cuts down, because they automatically gave him a staff and I don't see no other weapon parts for him. So he's a straight Technomancer just like everybody else. I mean, I don't see, you know, he can't use the the hammer and shield no more, so okay. I mean, not that I care. I mean, we already got 2 badass shield users on the team anyway. Just saying. Alright, let's go back to the Mutant Valley here. And now, since we made him a Technomancer, I'm assuming that his quest
Here we come.
is actually done, so...
Someone sounds excited.
Well, duh, the landscape's drop dead gorgeous. As for the city, integrating with the valley's natural overhangs and alcoves to avoid using a metal dome, pure genius. Makes me worry about getting fried. And we'll always be strangers there.
For now, most mutants don't have an innate hatred for humans. We just need to give them time to heal.
Still, we'll never be able to walk a mile in their shoes. And for that, we'll always be outsiders. I ain't mad though. If I were them, it'd be my personal mission to fuck up every single humanoid who said good day to me.
Don't stress out about the roof. You won't be instantly mutated. I have heard tales. But yeah, what a beautiful place. Natural, organic, how refreshing. Humans should take notes.
This city makes me sad.
You're not gonna cry, are ya? I just had these seats cleaned.
I mean, I think I would have liked to, you know before of its existence. It's all right. Sad is too grandiose. Wistful, yes, wistful. By Jove, I've done it.
Okay, so finally we actually get some, you know, some character interaction while driving. Kind of missed that, you know, for the past few videos. Alright, let's see what we gotta do. I know I gotta dump my inventory again, so as soon as we get the next quest, I'm gonna do that in between videos. So now that we talked to everybody, I'm guessing we just gotta go back to Scum and Phobos and actually let them know, and then that triggers the next quest of us, I guess, trying to take down Victor, I guess. Alright, fellas, I did my job.
Now that we are at full strength, we must devise a way to compromise Victor's popularity at the Assembly.
I've got a lead. There's this grizzled old general who's been bitching about the lack of info he gets about Aurora. Right now, he's the only one with the balls to call Victor the Dictator incompetent. According to him, the Aurora Dowser's down shit creek and may have been booted off his post. If we can prove that General is right and isn't just some senile old man, maybe the Army's head honchos will be pissed enough at the Colonel to kick his buns in the sun.
But we would need hard evidence.
I'm almost positive that Dandolo can help us. Noctis sends merchants everywhere, after all.
We also have some connections with Technomancers over there. They should be able to tell us what happened.
We could try Anton. Aurora's a little far, but there's no place that's safe from Anton's little birds.
It's a start.
Even if abundance is run from the top down, members of the Assembly would pay attention to uprisings. Some of your local allies could help you stir up some anger in the masses. The ASC has made their lives miserable for months. People are arrested on a whisper, live huddled in fear. It would not take much to spark the powder keg.
And some politicians would turn against Victor, so as not to lose voter support. Brilliant! We would need instigators, preferably those in touch with the people's needs.
So I was thinking, the opposition would be the perfect organization to spearhead the revolts. The alternative, though I would be more hesitant, the Vori could likely produce the same results with different methods.
Perfect. Other ideas?
Back when I was an artist, I got into some altercations with Assembly members who thought my shows were blasphemy. Maybe it was because I didn't say "Hail to the Shadow" 50 times. I can't say for sure, but if we could get them to think that Victor isn't a devout believer, we could get the large religious sect of the Assembly to revoke their support and demand his banishment. Or we could just give them a little nudge in the right direction by making them believe Victor steals relics for his own use.
We'd have to stage an elaborate setup, but I like it. After all, Trickster must get what he gives. We'll need volunteers that can pretend to be ASC. The plan is right up Anton's alley. It's possible for Dandolo or the opposition to help us out too.
One last thing. I was told the High Judge endorses all of Victor's decisions, even though I know for a fact that he hates him, which is more than a bit strange. The judge is such an honest man.
Or if you're in the mood to make a scandal, I've got everything we need. Did you know that Victor employs young women to worm out information on men he keeps tabs on? And I'm not Victor, but I have a feeling he used that info to blackmail these same men. If we can prove it, the Assembly would have a major meltdown. Their beloved colonel, a pimp? To find evidence of his trafficking, we could look for the orders he gave his goons. Have you seen his hands? Far too immaculate to be doing this dirty work himself.
Back in my days as an officer, I ran into a band of girls, and I think this exploited girls topic may interest them. Maybe enough for them to help us.
Indeed. How's this? I've heard that a small faction of the Assembly blindly backs up Victor, no matter how crazy the project is. So I believe it almost certain that their chief of this faction was bribed. So unless we bribe him ourselves, we'll have to silence him.
Yes, we should get to the bottom of this and see if it's serum, dirty laundry, or both. Anton probably knows. And if he is openly corrupt, the opponents of the Assembly should know him well.
All these ideas will indeed cut off Victor from his support network.
But
this is going to sound self-interested, but if we could help the mutants escape from the pen, it would expedite the Colonel's downfall. The people and the Assembly would be outraged to know that after decades of civilized control, Victor was the one who couldn't keep them in check. I'd like to see the Colonel try to justify his mistake of so many slaves, particularly ones notorious for their feeble minds.
no, it's not selfish. It's a good plan. We're gonna help mutants in the pen prepare their escape. After a mass breakout like that, his reputation will never be the same. Thank you, all of you, for the ideas. Now let's make them happen.
Okay. Seems like, why do I feel like we're pushing the end game, YouTube? I really do. It seems like we're wrapping up all the major story threads here. Alright, let me see. Are they gonna make us do anything in this video besides talk to people?
Rumor is Aurora's dowser was deposed. I need to know it's more than rumor, though. If it's true, we might be able to convince some members of the Assembly that Victor needs to go.
Even though I don't like the idea of continuing the conflict between Abundance and Aurora that has caused so much suffering, if it's what needs to be done to dethrone Victor, I have a few contacts among Aurora's Technomancers. They're not quite brothers, but they're at least like cousins. And I've heard their messengers nearly always follow one particular shadow path. Let me show you. This one here. If you go, you may be able to stop one of their couriers. If the news you're expecting is as important as you say, I'm sure it will be in the documents they are carrying.
Thanks, Melvin.
Okay, so... yeah, we might as well go knock that out.
Zachariah, I've received a message from Dandolo. He has some information on the disappearance of patients.
Who?
Really? Did he learn where...
Oh wait, that's the old man we rescued.
The ASC had him locked up in an old dome near Ophir. In his message, he says that it's a dome that Technomancers used to use. Does this sound familiar to you?
Hard to forget. Yes. That's where initiations would take place before a mantis destroyed everything. We'll have to go free him. The place must be teeming with soldiers fighting for Victor. But we can't leave the old Technomancer in their hands. Is something bothering you?
How could you, Zach? An alliance with the largest criminal organization on the planet? What were you thinking? Can't you see they're using you? They'll use your connections to leapfrog to the top of the corporate food chain, and then nobody will be able to stop them.
So you're hoping I fail?
Let's not play that game. You know I want the best for you. But I can't bring myself to work for those crooks. I'm sorry, Zach, but you'll have to go on without me. I think I'll stay in Mutant Valley for a bit, but if you ever need anything but this, come find me. I'll always have your back, Zach. It's just, if I did this, I could never forgive myself for letting the Vori run rampant.
I understand, Nisha. See you later then, maybe.
Okay, bye. You know, don't got time to deal with that, with that bullshit. I mean, we're trying to save all of Mars here, and she wants to, oh, I can't work with the Vori. Oh, no, you know. It's like, look, there's always going to be crime. It is what it is. You know, you're never going to stop it. You know, it's not going to go anywhere. You take down one guy, another bigger, badder guy is just going to take his place. So, it's like, really? Grow up, people. Alright, Constitution, because we need to carry more stuff. So, yeah, definitely goes in there. Alright. Okay, let's see. How many minutes have we going on here? Alright. Let's see if we can knock out this, this one quest that we got to rescue the old Technomancer, and then we're going to end this video here. And then I'm guessing we got to run around to all those other places they mentioned and do all of those things. So let's see if we can knock that out. Find uniforms. Old dome, that's where we want to go. That's going to be a long video by itself because I'm going to try to wrap all that up in one video. The shadow paths, depending on whatever that is, that might be a video by itself, but you won't be able to come back from this destination until your mission is complete. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, you know,